Hello everyone, I am Charmaine Brown. I am here with you again tonight, Saturday night. Um, those who are asking about me and praying for me, I thank you. I am doing physiotherapy still twice a week. My hand feel like crap, honestly. Like I can't do much with my hand that I normally would. I am doing a little, and I thank God for that. Okay, it could be worse. My chest, it's getting a little bit better, but I still have to wear a chest binder. My back, there's new onset of back pain that comes on a couple weeks ago or a few weeks ago that I'm working. I am here and I am healing slowly but surely. So welcome again, gentle people, keeping my company. I want to talk about relationship. All right. What is relationship? Relationship is any kind of interaction between anyone. It can be short and it can be long between two people or between many people. We do form relationship because we need to socialize. We need to learn things. A person, they can teach us things and we can teach them things. There are things that we can learn from each relationship. It helps us to build a close bond. Sometimes we might think the bond is close, and sometimes the bond is not close. But our intention is to build a bond. Talking, expressing, sharing, all these things that relationship facilitate. There are times when we're having problems and we might call a friend and talk to that friend about what is going on. It can be helpful. What are the type of relationship there are? We have friendship, we have spousal, we have family, we have working relationship with our colleagues and with our supervisors. We have relationship with or even our animals. We have relationship with our dogs, like our pets. That's a relationship. That pet is expecting you to either speak to him or her, to either feed him or her, and to walk, talk, whatever we do with our pets. They are expecting it, and they are expecting what they do with us as well. So that's a relationship. Why do we want relationship? What about networking? We do network. We form relationship to network. We form relationship to praise others, to criticize others. Um, when I mean criticize, I mean positive criticism. Because if you have a good relationship, you don't want to tear down a person. You want to criticize that person in a loving and caring way, right? Good things about relationship. We can talk, laugh, cry together. Some persons die together. Bonnie and Clyde, they died together. Well, did they? I don't remember the movie. But what I'm saying is the bond that is built, it can last for a lifetime. I know people that they were friends from kindergarten, like they're elderly and they've been friends for quite a while. I know a couple that they have been together for quite a while. And 1 week after one of that person in the relationship died, the other person died 1 week after. That's how significant and close they were. Sometimes we need persons to listen, and sometimes we need to listen to other persons. Sometimes we chat too much and we don't give our friend or our spouse or our parents or even our colleague the time of day because we keep chatting and we keep chatting. Sometime in a relationship we need to keep quiet. We need to be silent and let the person express themselves. Sometimes they're having problems and we don't know because we chat too much. Sometimes we're not even talking about anything significant. We just like to hear ourselves talk. And sometimes we need to look in ourselves and just realize when to keep quiet and when to ask, how are you doing? Are you sure you're okay? And if you're a good friend, if you have a good friend, you will know when that person is not doing well. you will know that that person is in a bad place or in a bad mood, because relationship, especially friendship, you learn about the person as you go along. You learn what the person like, you learn what the person don't like, you learn the different mood of the person, you learn the different style. You sometimes, or close that relationship, you know if that person is allergic to anything, you know if that person don't like this food, and you know if this person is just feeling ill. When you're in a relationship like that, you need to be concerned about the other person. You need to be understanding. You need to be caring. You need to be helpful. You need to be considerate. These are things that you need to do in a relationship to maintain the relationship. No secret, people. Some persons tell secret that hurts so much it kills. A good relationship has no secret. When I mean no secret, sometimes there are things that we are doing, right? And it's not that I'm going to tell you what I'm doing because it doesn't concern you. As a good friend, and we are communicating, I will tell you, you know what? I did go to the beach and I swam and we had a good time. You were at work. Or that time when you didn't come with me to this event, it went this way or it went that way. Do not do the backbiting thing. Do not do the envious things. Do not do the jealousy things. These are things that kills relationship. The hearsay, the hypocrisy. You know, these things kills relationship. The jealousy. If you have a good friend, you don't need to be jealous of that good friend. You need to support that friend, your parents, whoever that person is that you're in the relationship with. You need to support that person. You need to help that person. You need to be on that person's side. You need to be beside that person, shoving that person along. Because that person, I'm sure, will do the same for you if it's a good friend. And I'm talking about good friend, people. We think we have a good friend, and we do not have a good friend. Because in my book, as I always tell people, that every friend have a better friend. I have a friend, that friend have a better friend, that friend have a better friend, and that friend have a better friend. So whatever you tell the first person, your friend, that person might tell somebody else, and it goes on. So whatever you think it's a secret, like suppose you have a secret, you tell that person about it. It doesn't mean it stays there. It might mean it stays there. More likely, it doesn't stay there. It goes on and on and on and on. So if you have a secret, the best thing for you to do is to tell somebody that will never tell anybody else. And I will come to that soon. Maintain the relationship. Appraisal, regular appraisal, truth, understanding, cheerfulness. You know, you can't go around the person you're in relationship all the time and expect there to be there for you and you're not there for them. It doesn't work like that. Okay? How can we fix a broken relationship if that relationship means much? If that, whether or not that relationship is important to us, we need to fix something when it is wrong. When it goes wrong, whether we want the relationship or not, we need to fix it before we let it go. We need to forgive. But before we can forgive, we need to know what went wrong. So we need to discuss what went wrong. How the other person felt about what went wrong. How did the person look at it? How do you, like for instance, you have a conversation and it was misread. You need to clarify your side of the story, or the other person need to clarify that side of the story. And if it was intended to be hurtful, if the person intended to be hurtful, I always say forgive. Discuss, forgive. In the good book, you always hear me talk about the Bible. It says to forgive somebody 70 times 7 for one day. That's just one day. So if that friend come and hurt you, or that parent or whoever it is come and hurt you 70 times 7. I don't know. I didn't calculate it. I should have. But you know it's a lot of time, a lot of forgiveness in one day. So we're going to forgive. We're going to try to forget. Person says, I can't forget. And person says, Jesus didn't forget the nail prints in his hand. That's true. But what I mean forget is that don't bring it up all the time. Like person some do something, when you're in a, for instance, you have a husband or a wife and they do something, and every argument you keep bringing it up and you keep bringing it up. It doesn't help the relationship. It means you didn't forgive, or you forgive but you still hang on to it. You don't forget. That's what it means. And so with that, we are to know that everybody make mistakes. We all make mistakes. Okay? We're human beings. We need to clear our conscience by forgiving. We need to get to a place where we are always happy, where we feel joy, where we see the person and say, "How are you?" Even if you're not gonna stay and have a long conversation with that person anymore. You need to know when to let go of a relationship. You need to stop hanging on to something that is not working. You hanging on to somebody that don't want you. Just showing out an example. You're actually hurting that person because you don't respect that person's decision not to be with you. You don't respect that person's decision to be with somebody else. That person desire. And you're hanging on because you're hurt. But we have to find it in ourselves to know when we are wanted and when we are not wanted. And we need to move on when we are not wanted. And respect the person who tell us that they don't want us. Because there are some persons who will use us without telling us. And that will be even worse. And so what we need to do is just move on, pick up ourselves, forgive the person, forgive ourselves, and look better relationship. Remember I was telling you about secret. If you have something that you don't want anyone to know about, the only person I tell that secret to is God. My God. As long as it doesn't have anything to do with anybody or to hurt with anybody, but it has to do with me and the relationship between me and him, that's who I'm going to tell. So, as we reflect on the relationship that we form, as we reflect on the relationship that we are in, ensure that we are in a healthy, prosperous relationship. Ensure that the relationship is benefiting us as well as it is benefiting the other person. Ensure that we are on the same page with each other. If it's not working, just let it go already. Please know when to. Let us find the joy in ourselves. We have to know about ourselves so that we can spend time with ourselves, so we can be better person for ourselves and for the relationships that we form. Okay? I want you to have a very prosperous night. If you need help, go seek the help you need. If it's a doctor you need, go seek the doctor. Please. If it's a psychotherapist, please go seek one. If it's a dentist, go seek one. Whatever you need. If it's a spiritual advisor, go seek one. Whatever you need, seek it for yourself because you are precious, you're worthy. Please like this video, comment on this video, make suggestions, let us discuss, and please visit our website mentalhealthhorizon.com. Have a great night.